What's good, people? It's your boy Greed coming at y'all with another video, man. And I actually got some things to share with y'all about the Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash. Low key, y'all, I just wanted to say this before I even get into it, man. Shout out to Shonen Games. When I cover my videos for Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, I usually pull from Shonen Games when they have scans, because they have translated scans, and it's just a lot easier for me to do my videos and, you know, talk about the scan with y'all. I know people be watching my JJK videos a lot, so I do want to give them a shout out. I usually tag him in my description, but I want to say the shout out in the video because, you know, I don't know if everybody's like checking the description every time they watch one of my videos. So yeah, I just wanted to say that before I even get into it, man. Yeah, shout out to him because he translates it. I don't know if it's him translating the scan. I'm pretty sure it's him. But I do get them from him. Like, he posts them on Twitter for everyone to see, and I just pull from that and then give my thoughts on them, and I just, you know, show them to y'all. But yeah, I just want to say that before I got into it, man. I'm not gonna lie, Shonen Games was also at what was it? I forgot this most. Was it New York Comic Con where they had a gameplay demo of Jujutsu Kaisen? Was that it, or was it another event? I can't remember. But a demo of the game was playable somewhere sometime this week or last week, I think. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Shonen Games that posted it, but we saw some gameplay from it, and it was off a phone camera, obviously, because they weren't allowed to show or record gameplay of their own, so people, you know, just pulled out their phones and was recording some stuff. But from what I saw, y'all, I'm kind of worried. Let me just say that now. Before I even get into this scan and talk about it, man, I'm pretty worried about how the game is going to turn out. The combat didn't look that satisfying to me personally. I'll actually probably make a video later on talking about more about it as we get more and more gameplay, like official gameplay, not like, you know, a camera from somebody's phone. So once we get like more gameplay, like official gameplay, then I will give my full thoughts on it. But for now, I just wanted to mention that because we were also talking about Shonen Games, and me giving him a shout out reminded me of the event and, you know, the gameplay. I just wanted to put that out there. But let's get into the scan, y'all. So we got some new scans, and I mentioned in one of my previous videos that one of the scans that I did cover said that they will be covering domain expansions and more cursed abilities later on. Mainly just domain expansions, because they didn't really give us too much details about them in the previous scan. Or I don't know if it was the previous scan. Whichever scan featured the attack types, the cursed abilities, or no, the different attack types, and basically the different team up attacks and all of that, right? I can't remember what scan that was. I feel like it was the one with Toto in it, if I'm not mistaken. But like that first revealed Toto, Jogo, and Hanami, I feel like that was the scan I'm thinking of. I can't remember. But in that scan, they said that they will be covering domain expansions in a later scan, and that's what we got today, man. We got this scan. It sucks that I can't get these videos out earlier to y'all because I'm at work, but y'all know, man, I just try my best to get it out. From the looks of it, as of right now, there are 4 people that can use a domain expansion. What does it say? Time to take a look at the game's awakening abilities domain expansion. Now there are little descriptions next to it. I need to zoom in on these pictures because this shit is not big. Very small, actually. Okay, this helps out a lot now that I'm zoomed in on it. Awakening abilities are one of the biggest attacks that each playable character can use to deal a huge amount of damage to their opponents. There are some characters that are able to use domain expansion as their awakening ability, so let's take a look at some of these characters. As of right now, the domain expansions we got so far are Jogo, Sukuna, Megami, and Gojo. It says currently there are 4 characters in the game that are able to use domain expansions. Maybe more will be added. If y'all are manga readers, y'all know obviously there will be more added. But for anime onlys, which I don't think this game is going no further than where it is now. Or I'm tripping. Mojito, I guarantee you Mojito's gonna be in this game, and his domain expansion is gonna be in this game. He's probably gonna be the last domain expansion they add, in all seriousness. But Gojo it says Gojo Satoru Gojo, make your opponent completely powerless. Gojo brings his enemy within the power of the limitless techniques to send through an unlimited amount of information, straight overwhelming them. An unrivaled technique that if the ability is successful, then both opponents' actions will be temporarily paused. Okay, I'm gonna assume to do the domain expansions is gonna take a very long time. Because bro, I can't imagine building meter with Gojo, unlimited void, the characters pause, and then you could just do free damage. Like, there is no way, bro. That's insane. But that sounds cool. They nailed it. Megami Fushiguro, Chimera Shadow Garden. Megami performs a cooperative attack alongside his Shikigami within a shadowy swamp. Alongside the devastating power of his Shikigami, Megami seals a single person's opponents, it says, movements before beating them down within this powerful domain expansion. Okay, so yeah, they're really just ripping these, not ripping, but you know what I mean, like, they're really taking these straight from the anime, which is pretty cool. I like that they're doing that, because it's gonna add a lot. It's gonna feel a lot more satisfying pulling this stuff off like mid-game, because it's gonna feel like we're looking at the anime. And this was something, I know these games are nowhere near similar, but this is what makes the Storm series so good, because of their cinematic effects and what the characters are doing on screen, like how cool the moves look as they're doing them. It just makes you feel like you're almost watching it. You're playing it, but y'all know what I mean. Like, the cinematics are so fucking great. You just it gives you a whole new feeling while you're playing the game. I only use Storm as an example because that was just the first game that came to mind with really beautiful effects and really good at nailing the anime, and that's what Jujutsu Kaisen does look like it's going in direction of. It looks like this game is really trying to nail like the anime 1-to-1, so I like that. The second page is, oh shit, okay. What does it say? Ryomen Sukuna, Malevolent Shrine. Catch your opponent in it and they too will be cut to pieces. If both characters get caught by Sukuna's domain expansion, then they will both be overwhelmed by sharp slice attacks. Be wary as if you partner, okay, I think that's it there. Be wary as if your partner is caught up in an attack, they too will face the wrath of Sukuna's attacks. An extremely cursed attack that is fitting for the Cursed King. So I'm assuming, okay, so this is kind of cool. Like, everybody doesn't do like a crazy amount of damage in their domain. Like, Gojo, he doesn't do damage, he just freezes the person, right? I'm assuming Megami does damage. Maybe Gojo's the only person that freezes his opponent. Like, that's kind of interesting, but it makes a lot of sense. I skipped past a part. A lot of domain expansions have various restricting factors. Okay, this is interesting. Domain expansions tend to restrict various aspects of your character or of your opponent. over other characters' awakenings. It could be temporarily restricting your opponent's movements and even sealing their cursed attacks. Okay, so you could come out of it like not being able to get like build your gauge back up. That's kind of crazy. Just like in the manga, it is a very destructive ability. That's cool. Specific characters have a domain expansion gauge. Be careful as if your enemy lands a hit on you whilst you're about to power it up. The ability will fail. Oh, okay, so you can definitely stop it while you're trying to like perform it. I wonder how long it takes to like perform it then. If your opponent has enough time to stop it. Well, obviously you can't just pop it in their face and then it's gonna go. Nah, like it probably is like a little time, not even time, like a little 5 second, 10 second thing, like charge up or some shit. I don't know, but that's gonna be cool to see, like see that get interrupted. Jogo, Coffin of the Iron Mountain, burn the opponent in a scorching hot domain. Opponents caught in this domain will start to lose damage over time and will in turn increase your cursed attack powers as well. Get in the right position and then take the advantage by encasing your opponent in a fiery hell that is Jogo's domain. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I like this. Everybody's domain does something different. Let me go back and look at Megumi's again. Okay. See, hold on. Oh, yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so Gojo, I'm just gonna go down the list. Gojo, he makes the person stop. He doesn't do damage to the character. That's when your teammate, I'm assuming, or whoever, or you, Gojo yourself, like, cause I'm pretty sure y'all gonna be in, just y'all two gonna be in domain, or whoever he catches. Gojo will have to do as much damage as he can to those two people while his domain is active. That's cool. So he freezes the opponents. Megumi can only catch one person, but he does like a lot of damage to that one person. So Gojo pauses people. Megumi can only seal one person. Sukuna could catch two people and does really big damage. And Jogo does damage over time. So everybody does something different. Like everybody's domain is different and has different like abilities, properties, whatever you want to call it. I think that's really cool because they really could have just went the meathead route and just like, oh, domain expansion. Now you lost like 80% of your health. Like any domain expansion that you get off, you lose like 80% of your health. No, that's not the case. Megumi can only catch one person, which is factual. Like, I'm not gonna say factual, but it makes a lot more. It makes a lot of sense because he hasn't mastered his domain yet, and we've only seen him use it on one person. Two, Gojo. We've only ever seen Gojo pause people, like what he did to Jogo in their fight. He paused him. He was taking in all that information. He didn't know what to do, so he just kind of sat there. And he couldn't react to when Gojo ripped his head off. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But Sukuna's domain, his domain is actually damaging you. So his domain is going to be, out of everybody's domain that I'm seeing so far, Sukuna's is going to be the one that's more like a alt. That will, well, no, I guess Megumi too. Megumi and Sukuna have those domains to where like those are the ones where they pop them and then the domain will do its damage and then it'll be over after they do their damage. No telling how much damage their domains will do, but I'm pretty sure it might be like 80% of health, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But Jogo and Gojo have very different ones. Like I said, Gojo freezes the opponent, so he himself has to do whatever damage he can to the opponents, whoever's caught in it. And Jogo, um he does damage over time. So like maybe if you're just in it, it just does damage over time. Maybe it doesn't boost his damage in particular. It's just because you're in the area, you're probably losing a lot more health than you actually would normally. Okay, I guess that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. Everybody's different. I do wonder though, will they add the feature? Well, let me read it again, because maybe I missed it. But no. So I wonder if they're gonna add the feature of when Gojo, like, let's say if your teammate is also, let's say you're Gojo, and it doesn't really matter who the other person is playing. It could be Yuji, nobody, it doesn't matter. Let's say you got Gojo and Yuji on the team. When Gojo does his domain expansion, will Yuji also be affected? Or no? Like, will he also pause? The only reason why I say that, or you know what? Nah, maybe they already said this in Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe I'm tripping, but recently, I'm gonna say this for anime onlys. Recently, when Gojo was fighting Jogo and Hanami in the train station where all of those people were, like right before Gojo got sealed, he did his domain expansion. But he said he wouldn't be able to keep it up for too long because innocent people weren't going to be able to handle his domain expansion. I don't know if that's the same case. That might have been like a fact that only pertained to humans, like nobody, like people with no cursed energy or any type of special abilities, like just regular humans. Maybe that's where that fact applies. Maybe it don't apply to like curse technique users like Yuji and them. So maybe they won't add it to where you also freeze your ally too, like your partner. But I don't know. It just made me think about it because I do remember hearing that Gojo affects everybody, not only just the enemy, but also the people that's around him. That's why he's so limited at sometimes, because he doesn't want to hurt people that's around him as well. But maybe that only pertains to, like I said, regular humans, not like people that have cursed abilities as well. But that's pretty much it, man. That's all I pretty much wanted to say. I took a decent amount of time covering this scan, man. This is cool. That's what I really want to say. This is cool. I like that everybody's domain is different. I like that we have different things. They didn't just go the meathead route and then just made it to where like, oh, domains are basically just an ultimate. So when you pop it, you do a lot of damage, then go back to fighting. Now they actually put thought into this. They actually put thought into each domain, and I like that. I can't wait to see more. But without further, or what the fuck am I saying? It's not the beginning of the video. I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, comment. I would love to hear y'all thoughts and what y'all think about this scan, because this is a lot of information to take in. But yeah, I'm out this bitch, and I will see y'all in the next one.
Know that the numbers go like 1, 2, greed. Thank you for being a GreedHD nigga.